Go. What's up, guys? I am here. Going to help you get your ass out of a crack. And the guys, just, just holler at me, guys. Check me out. Let's get your questions going on the YT, FB, and I'm also on TT over here, on TT, right here, right here. Parenting advice. Oh, no, Melissa, you probably know. What do you think you should do? If your daughter's in a relationship that you don't like, don't let her know that you don't like the dude unless it's too late. If you let her know, that's going to be the kiss of death. Dude. Well, then if she's 18, just advise her and you can't make her. If she's 18, just be there when she screws it up, man. Let her know that you don't approve, but move on. If she's 18, I mean, nothing you can do. Nothing you can do. What's up? Nothing you can do. Well, you mean you don't allow her, you don't allow the Oh, Melissa. There ain't no magic answer, baby. But I will tell you, if you don't think this dude's worthy enough to be around your kids, then you got to tell her that, and she gonna have to make her own decision. Tell her you love her. Tell her you'll be here. When shit goes to hell. But if he ain't worthy enough to be around your kids, you're probably doing the right thing. You know, and just stand your ground. That sucks. What's up, Whitty?
Hello?
What's up, girl?
Hi, how's it going?
Well, long time no hear from you. I wanted to just check in and let you know I got a call from the PIP insurance company, which is
Okay.
the MedPay. Well, we call it PIP, MedPay. It's different names. So first off, let me ask, how are you doing with your treatment and stuff? What's going on?
Yeah, I have an appointment with my doctor on Wednesday. That was as soon as they could get me in after seeing the doctor, like the special doctor in December.
Well, that's okay. We're good. So if I'm mistaken, did you have an elbow? Was it your elbow or your hand or something?
Shoulder, labrum.
Okay, your labrum. Did you have a break?
A tear.
Okay,
But they
okay.
think that it was older, but that it exacerbated it.
Okay, well that's fine. So
Mhm.
so that's good. So your kids though are finished, right? They're good, no issues, right?
Yep, yeah.
All right. So
I just
what
have
what
numbness in my hand, so they want me to get a cervical spine CAT scan.
okay, that's good. Why not an MRI? They just want to get a CT.
Or maybe it's an MRI. I'm not. I'm not well versed on the imaging. It's something with the cervical spine.
Yeah, MRI is probably the best diagnostic tool, especially if it's a muscular issue. But
Mm-hmm.
anyway, so what I wanted to know is have we can collect all of your medical bills. Have you been sending those to Donna?
Well, I don't have any. So when I go to the doctor, they fill out. They ask me if it's a work-related injury or an accident. And so I said on all my paperwork for all the kids and myself that it was accident related, and then you just put the claim number down. So I've never seen one bill.
So that's what I mean. Okay, so what I would still need, I need all of your itemized statements. Even though they haven't sent you a bill, I need all of those itemized statements. Because
Itemized statements.
yeah,
Okay.
from all of your providers, like first off,
Okay.
start with your kids and then you. And then get
Now
me
is that
there's $15,000 worth of medical pay that I
okay?
can help you try to access. So let's get those bills into me and I will get that in. It's not a I don't even have to negotiate. I just going to collect them for you and make sure they give you what you deserve.
Okay.
So just get me all of those your itemized statements and but at least they're moving on and the um, all of your reports that shows that you've got the tear and the labrum, anything that shows your injuries. I need all of those reports so that way I can begin to put together a settlement demand. Now, it's going to be important that when you go to the doctor, if you
Uh-huh.
have to have any kind of a surgical procedure, they have to note that on a report so that way you can get compensated for that. We can settle your case based on any kind of future procedures, okay?
Okay. Yeah, and I never heard. Did she have insurance or no?
Yeah, there was some insurance out there. They're going to he is actually contacting the insurance company and they're going to get back to me.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, I didn't know if she filed anything or.
No, nothing yet. So we're good. As far as I know now, unless there's a surprise. Did you had underinsurance and uninsured motorists though, didn't you?
Yes.
Okay. So you're going to be in good shape, but we want to use
Okay.
theirs if we have to, but you know, yours will kick in if they don't have them. But I think cuz I asked him, I asked him, can you let the bodily injury claim can you send him a note? He said, yeah. So now, who
Okay.
is your carrier?
Geico.
Okay, well, you know what? When I that's they may have been talking about their bodily injury claim person, so it might be that it's your uninsured. I'll ferret that out and make sure, okay? Because we
Okay.
haven't gotten anything on the people that hit you yet.
Yeah, I didn't think so. Other than the report from the police officer, but nobody ever even came out to my house to look at the car or anything. He just had me send pictures in for the police report.
Yeah. So now they repaired your car, did they not?
No, they never did. I texted you I think maybe like 10, 15 days ago about selling it because our payments were almost 1,000 a month. And with school, it's just so
Well,
much.
can
So
you? Yeah, go. I would go ahead. Well, what kind of damage did you have on the automobile?
it's real. It was real small. I
Okay.
ended up trading the car in.
Well, you're good. I think I might have told you to go. Did I not respond to you? I thought I responded about your about.
You may have. I get a lot of spam to my number, and
Okay.
I probably need to change it out at some point, but I haven't
Yeah, I
yet.
remember. Actually, I think we talked about your car. I said go ahead and sell it. I think it's some time back. But anyway, so you're good with the car that you're in, right?
Yeah, yeah, I'm good
Okay.
now.
All right. Well, as long as the kids are good and the cars are good. Let me ask you about your school. How's your schooling going?
It's it's nursing school. It's so hard, but I'm getting through it. I should graduate in December.
Oh, cool. Ain't that nice? What so did you knock out pretty good grades this past semester?
Yes, A's and B's.
Oh
All
man.
mainly A's. I had to get 5 classes. I had 3 A's and 2 B's.
All right. Well, I'm tickled for you. I truly am. And I know
Thank
your
you.
folks are probably happy.
Yeah, my parents didn't want me to start college because the babies are so young. They're like, you're missing out on these years, but I'm kind of glad I did because I was just real years. So
Well, good for you. All right. So send those itemized statements to me and
okay,
then we can get that done and I'll be in communication with them and hopefully as soon and all your reports with that show your torn your labrum and all of your doctor's reports. collecting those and getting ready to put together a settlement package, okay?
Okay.
All right. You holler at me if you need anything else, and if I don't respond to your text, you can always call me, right?
Okay. Sounds good.
So don't worry, just always call, all right?
All right.
All
Thank
right,
you.
you be good.
Bye bye.
She's just a really nice young lady. She's busting her ass. She's got some kids. Her husband seemed like a good fella, and she's going to school, and it looks like it's working out for her. Holy cow! Yeah, Cameron already made candy. We already made the candy, Cameron. Oh, someone asked about the music. When I'm on YT, I they don't like it when you play music. It's a big copyright issue apparently for YT, and they don't like it. So, I try not to violate any community standards. You know, I saw my first commercial for TikTok today on TV, and it was a different commercial. It was a TikTok commercial telling parents how safe it was for the kids. So, there's a big lawsuit that Mark Lanier, the people that I'm associated with, he is actually suing them. Yeah, K Rob, I thought of you when I saw that. And I don't know how true it is, but they may have engineered their platform to make it more difficult. Like if it's a young kid, apparently they can't receive comments or something. I the commercial was on, and then when I realized, I thought, holy shit, they're actually okay. So okay. So that's why. Okay. I was wondering how that normally they wouldn't be doing that if they were involved in a lawsuit, but I think I remembered you saying they settled. So that makes sense now. But it was actually a pretty concise ad. And I thought of Mark and that lawsuit when I heard it. I was wondering. I can't wait to get down there to Florida and goof around. I got a little more work here, and then I'm gonna be done by tomorrow. I should be finished with everything I've got to do. Guys, if you're hanging out over here on YT, you can always ask a question. If it's FB, you can ask a question. Hopefully, you all are hearing me loud and clear. If you're, it is true. Um, yeah, I'm going to fly to Florida. It is true that medical malpractice cases are difficult. They're harder and harder to find a lawyer to do a medical malpractice case because of the expense involved. So, yes, it is difficult. Most of the cases that get filed never go to court. It's very difficult. They're expensive, and that's why it's hard because they're expensive. almighty, it's been a day, guys. I was glad Allie came over. Hey, Marianne, are you still in here? We got Allie her dryer. It took a little bit of doing, but we finally got her dryer. Is your stuffiness gone away? Addison was here. Yeah, well, get some more, take some more Dimetapp tonight and get Afrin. Yeah, well, yeah, when your nose is running, that means you've got something triggered, allergies and stuff. Oh, porch light. When I'm in, when I'm Flonase, yeah. Uh, my doctors tell me I think Afrin. I have to take Afrin for some reason. My kidney, it might work better or something. I actually don't take anything. I'll take a little bit of Dimetapp whenever I get really, really bad stuffy. When I feel my throat getting scratchy, I talk. Yeah, I can't. Yeah, I can't take Claritin anymore. I was first on it a long time ago, and I can't take it. Well, maybe you'll be better when I get there. I can't wait to get out in nice weather. But we'll be back to March. We'll be here right in time for good weather. Well, TMZ apparently got another stupid demand. Another whatever they call it. We'll have to come back down like the 29th. My case is the 2nd. I've got one on the 2nd and one on the 8th. And I don't want to get down here. Yeah, I think so, Anthony. Yeah, it wouldn't shock me if the whole family wasn't involved. Yeah, I honestly think that, and I don't want to think this, but I just logically I think this that maybe uh Savannah knows, but they've bargained her to keep quiet, I think. You know, who wants to tell on your sister, right? Who wants to do that and your brother? Um, I don't know. I think that yeah, that's what yeah, the sheriff's saying that, but who believes that sheriff? He now is just in ass covering mode. That sheriff screwed that case up from the beginning. Of course, he's going to say the Clintons, get out of here. I'm pretty sure Bill Clinton's got other things to do. Him and Hillary. That made me cough. That was funny. I'm pretty sure they got other things to take to worry about. Did you see, by the way, since we're talking a little bit of politics, and I'm not getting into politics, but did you see that Europe did you see that European leader? I don't know if he was Ukrainian or where he was from, but they were in a panel discussion, and boy, he laughed at Hillary. Hillary was trying to give him the Trump derangement syndrome bullshit. He wasn't having any of it. He actually laughed at her. I was shocked. I was actually shocked. The dude stood right there and he stood his ground and she was giving him shit and he literally laughed at her. I couldn't it it was beyond comical. And then that Ocasio-Cortez had a case of the Kamala Harris, and she couldn't have said shit with a mouthful of it. She looked like a doofus. Asked the question, and she stuttered around. Yeah. That's funny. But that Ocasio-Cortez sounded horrible. And you would think, like, she knew she was going. She knew she would be on a big stage. She had to have known that that question was gonna come her way. She had to have known. Like, you gotta go into those places. Why would you not go into those settings with some type of a canned statement? I mean, I don't get it. She went up there, they asked her that question, she acted like a 3rd grader. Like, "Oh my god, I can't believe they asked me that." You should have known that they were gonna ask you that question. You should have had some kinda canned answer. Yeah, she sounded like a doofus. She sounded like Kamala Harris, sounded just like her. It was unbelievable, and I thought, "Man, you are on that big stage." She volunteered to go, and they asked her a question, and the big headlights came on. Ugh, I don't know. Yeah, we bought a car down there. That was one of the first things we did. We purchased a vehicle so that way we could fly down and not have to drive all the time. That driving bothers me. I can't, it's hard for me to sit in a car that long anymore. It is a bother. Which, by the way, Marianne, Mike from, well, Mike, from Mike Shuttle, unless I got the wrong number. Can you look to see? I might have the wrong number, Marianne. Uh, yeah, because I think the number I have might not be a good number for him. I got it, Marianne.
Hello, this is Mike. I'm sorry I missed your call. Please leave your name, telephone number, and date and time you called. I will call you back. Thank you.
Hey, Mike, Eugene Cisco, you might remember me. You've hauled us around for the past few years. Have a like to know if you can be available Thursday at 9 o'clock p.m. This coming Thursday. I'm going to be coming into town by myself. If you could please give me a call, I can send you all the flight numbers and all that crap. If you don't care to give me a holler, 606-262-0449. Thank you. He knows. I didn't say that, Marion. He knows. Okay. That's where he always picks us up at. Really nice guy. Uh, he's the fella that we call when we're in town. He charges about 85 bucks, 90 bucks to come get us. Has his own little cab company. He's a little hybrid. He has a hybrid. No, I'll just get him if we can get him. It's cheaper. Um, he's got a little hybrid that gets about 55 miles to the gallon, and it's a roomy car. It's very nice. I can't remember what kind it is. I'm almost thinking it might be a Ford. What's up, Kevin? Hey, Marianne, will you look over on them other platforms and see if I'm on or if you can hear me? It says I'm on. Ah, Legion's fine. Oh, that's right. I forgot about the shutdown. Yeah, that would suck, wouldn't it? Yeah. Maybe I'm catching him at a good time. Thank you for the follow, guys. That's my first follow. Damn it, fellas. Hit that follow button. Kevin, it's good. It's all right, Kevin. We're good. We're hanging out, enjoying the evening. The birds were chirping this morning. I'm sitting here at this window, and good grief, they were. Wh- what's up, Marianne? I got it, Marianne. I got you on the. Thank you very much, Marianne. That was the FB. Thank you, Marianne. Hello. Thank you. Think I'm getting the hang of this, fellas. There's no traffic over there, but I'm getting the hang of it. Mandy, no, I didn't run. I Today was an off running day. I did a lot of exercises, about 400 crunches, 60 squats, with about 20 pounds, um, uh, a bunch of push ups. Thank you, Melissa, on the YT. Thank you very much. Someone wants to know how to book a call. What's your issue on here? What's the issue? Tell me what the issue is, guys. What's the issue? Someone said they want. Oh, sorry, Marianne. Sorry. Thank you, Jennifer. I can hear your comments over there, Johnny, and thank you very much, Johnny. Uh, Repeat that comment over here on TT. I didn't quite hear it. Thank you very much, guys, for the comments over on FB. Now, I don't know if the YT is working. All right, now it is. If it's about your who is this with the 21-year-old? I don't know who is this with the 21-year-old. I don't need a real long story, but I'll let you call me if you want to do that. I heard you, Marianne. Thank you. Can you see good? Does it look good? Aside from me, does it look good? Can you see? See. All right, cool. I think I'm finally getting the hang of this. It took I look marvelous. Thank you, baby. Look marvelous. It is better to look good than to feel good. And baby, you look marvelous. You look marvelous. That's an old Billy Crystal. Fernando. Fernando's. Thank you, Melissa. Oh, I, I'm a wondering. I'm wondering where. I'm wondering where you were coming from. It was Johnny's Facebook, but April, your that was weird. Well, thank you, April. Yeah, I mean, I'm going to try to develop my YT, and I got to get traffic developed. So the only way to do that is to post more often. I'm going to try to be more often on YT and FB. So we'll see how it works. Again, someone here in the comment, if you will tell me again what the issue is, I may ask you to call me. And if you want to call me, we can talk about it for 5 minutes or so, or maybe longer. It just depends on what your issue is. You said your 21-year-old daughter, but I don't really know. That don't tell me a lot. Just don't ask me how many kids I got. I screwed that one up last night. I only have 4, but I had so much noise in my head, it was hard for me to concentrate. I said 5 for some damn reason. Yeah, Herbie, our first dog. Of course, Alexandra here said that we could adopt her. Oh, tomorrow's I thought tomorrow's Fat Tuesday, is that right? Oh, I'm old. What's up, Nick? Okay, I thought Fat Tuesday. Lucas, thank you. An adoption? Yeah. And no, no, Amanda, if you wanna talk, you have to call me. Trading mom. No, Mandy, I don't pull people up in the box. I don't do that. That's not what I do. I'm worried that I don't know who I'm pulling up and I can't delete people quick enough. So no. What's up, Lucas? How are you? Amanda, don't apologize. Or Mandy. Amanda, Mandy. It reminds me of that song. Oh, Mandy, you came and you gave without taking. Oh, you sent me away. Oh, Mandy. No, no, Mandy, if you want to call, Mandy, I've got a number. You can call if you want to call. But when you start saying crazy shit, I'm gonna disconnect you. Call. Yeah, Barry. I like Barry Manilow. I was a big Barry Manilow fan. I like Copacabana. All right, apple butter. Mandy, come on, Nick. You can't apple butter me. This is my house. No apple butter here. It's 6 o'clock. Do you know where your children are? Right now, Mandy. Too sweet. I like. I'm a big Copacabana fan. Copacabana, hottest spot north of Havana. Mandy, Mandy, on my profile, baby. Click on the picture. Who's car wreck in Texas, Anna? You got a friend that went. Oh, she had a car wreck? Okay. Is she here? Like she's in town? Do I, do I need to do anything fancy with the house? Oh, I'm so tired of cleaning. I have cleaned and cleaned and cleaned and reorganized. All right. No, chief. Yeah. Hey, Anna, I've got this iMac here I'm going to get rid of. There's the phone, Mandy. The phone. There's a phone icon there. It's got a number. Um, I'm going to get rid of that iMac. I'm just going to get rid of it. I'm going to clean out that place tomorrow. I'm going to get it all clean. I'm going to have it clean. And when I go running, this Eugene.
Hello.
Hi there. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing all right. So,
All right. First of
what's
all, I'm so sorry.
what? Please don't apologize. You don't need to do that. Uh, so what state are you in?
Wisconsin.
Okay, all right. You're a cheesehead, right?
Yes, yes, I
Oh,
am.
are you born and raised there?
Yes, sir.
I'll
Yes,
be
sir.
darned. So we're at in Wisconsin.
At Janesville.
Is that like how the only place I know in Wisconsin is like Green Bay and some.
I'm about an hour from there. I'm actually in Rock County.
Okay. Do you ever go to a football game?
Just my kids.
Oh, really? Okay, cool. So give me an idea. Give me the 2 minute on what your issue is.
Okay. All right. I have a 21-year-old. In 2023, I'm putting this all in a nutshell.
That's all right. That's good. Just slow down. Slow down. We'll get it.
I'm sorry.
That's all right. Don't apologize.
I'm so excited.
Okay.
Okay. In 2023, my son, he was 18 at the time. He's got autism and bipolar.
Okay. Well, God bless you.
Never been violent, not ever.
Okay.
But he has a milestone, learning disability.
Right.
And so he's very vulnerable, and he's got a heart of an ocean, but he's compulsive.
Right. Right.
So in 2023, he turned 18, and he started kind of running with a bad crowd. I have an older daughter, and my son kind of connected with some of her friends that she went to school with. And they were, the one guy he was running with was 26.
Oh,
he
no.
knew my son had an issue. I went after him and said, "You leave my son alone."
Right.
But he would use my son for money and stuff. So my son started running, and I thought this was not good. I even reached out to the police and said, "Listen, can you help me? My son's going to get in some trouble." And they said, "Nope, he's 18. We can't do anything." Okay,
yeah, that's true. That's true.
This guy he's running with was a known drug addict. Just horrible person. He would want my son around when my son would have money, and then when my son wouldn't have money, he would kind of ignore him.
So he was just a user, right? Just using him for okay, all right.
Yes, and here my son is just heart, like I said, heart and ocean.
Right.
Okay, so long story short, my son had came home one day. It was about 5 o'clock, and he said he couldn't stand him. He was a excuse my language, piece of shit, blah blah blah. And I said, "I told you, stay away from him." He said he's owed me $50 for 2 weeks. I said, "Why do you keep giving him money, honey?" He said it was for food and diapers. And I said, "Zach, it's not from food and diapers. He's using you."
Yeah. How old is Zach at this time? How old was Zach? How old was Zach?
He was 18.
Okay. When he came home to you and said, "I'm done with this guy"?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So where's your daughter at in all of this? So where's your daughter at this point in time?
Oh, she's moved out with her own life and her own kid.
Okay, so she's not really a part of this particular story with your son.
No, not at all. No.
Okay, all right.
Just this guy who's running with used to be our neighbor.
Okay.
Years ago.
So let me ask, did your son file any kind of criminal charges on this dude, or has anybody filed any criminal charges?
It gets worse. This is where it started.
Well, now if there's anything rough, just be careful. Just be careful with the language, because they will throttle me down here. That's okay. No, we're good. Go ahead.
Okay, so I promise I'll put this in a nutshell. Okay.
Well, that's okay.
So
slow down.
I told him, I said, "Stay away from him." I said, I'll give you the $50. I don't just stay away from him.
Right.
So I thought it was a done deal. I thought my son was going to stay away from him. So my son being compulsive.
Yeah.
He says he's going down there to get his money, and he's not going to ignore him. And so I begged and pleaded not to go. So my son goes down there, and he comes back on foot, just screaming. I mean, it was horrible. And I said, "What happened?" And I was outside because we were burning like brush. And my heart sank. I said, "What happened? What happened?" He said, "Call 911. And I said, "What happened?"
The violence.
Well, no, it wasn't really bad. He just said that he went there and knocked on the door, and he said that he knew that the guy was there, but so he kept knocking. He wanted his $50. The guy sent another guy to the door, and I guess the guy lifted his shirt up to show him that he had a
weapon, right?
And told my son to get out of there. Well, long story short, my son comes home, calls 911. I told him not to because I was so afraid of retaliation. I said, "Just stay away from there."
Yeah.
I told you. So, okay, I thought we called the cops. Nothing happened. They couldn't do anything, of course. So I said to my son, "Stay away from there." Well, my son went and poured paint on his car.
Oh, no.
Yes. Yep. So and I didn't know that. The next morning, cops showed up at my house, and it's like 9 o'clock in the morning. And she said, does a Zach live here, blah, blah, blah. And I said, yes. Now, I've never had police contact in my life. I didn't know that you don't talk to cops.
Yeah, you don't say, yeah, you don't
I'll
say,
never forget myself
yeah,
for
you
this.
don't. Well, no, it's not your fault. Your son started it, so go ahead. Don't worry about it. Don't do that. Don't get mad at yourself. So, what they charge him with?
They got him with damage to property over $2,500.
Yeah, that's a felony.
Yep. So they gave him a felony. Well, he went to jail.
Yeah.
And my son's never been to jail in his life. So when he went to jail that night, he called me and he kept calling me from other people's phones.
Oh, no.
And I said to him, honey, I put money. Now he can't read. Yeah. I said, honey, I put money on your book. Stop using people's phones. You know, I don't know how it works in there.
Well, and you don't want people to have your number.
Yes, well, it was bad. So then another guy called me. His name was not Skanky, not Shanky, not Skanky. Smooth was his name.
That's the same thing. Shanky, Skanky, Smooth. Yeah, it's all the same.
Well been. And so he called and I answered, I said, hello. And he said, hey, this is, and he had this, it was just horrible. I felt sick to my stomach. And he said that my son owed him $70 and that he'll make sure he takes care of them and don't worry about it. He said, Mama, I got small brothers. Blah, 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 blah.
No.
And I said, listen, my son has money on his books. Just, I don't know why he's using people's phones. My son came to the phone. And I said, Zach, listen to me. You're going to be out of there in the morning. Stop using, don't buy any shower stuff from people. You don't need it. You're going to be out in the morning. So that's how my son could not go to jail. They just ate him alive up in there. So my son got out on felony bail. And he ended up, long story short, he ended up getting in trouble. He got in a dispute with a neighbor.
He violated his probation.
Yes. So he actually got two felony bail jumping, misdemeanor. And then because he did threaten the guy.
Yeah.
He cracked his head open.
So let me ask. So he's got two felonies and one for bail.
No, three.
So bail. How'd they get him for bail jumping? Did he run away?
No. They got him with just because he was on felony bail, and then he picked up two misdemeanors.
Oh, okay. So they basically it's a violation. It's a violation of a bond condition.
He had the worst public defender in the whole world, and so he had 3 felonies and 2 misdemeanors, and he said he could get prison time. And my heart sank. I said, no. I said, he can't go to jail. He's a good kid. And he said, well, the best thing, he right away said NGI. He said, no jail time, and he'll get mental health.
What's NGI? Hold on, I'm not familiar with that. What is that?
It's non-guilty by reason of insanity.
Oh, well, so I was going to say, if I was lawyer in his case, I would probably have medical proof there and have a document, maybe have a report or a letter. Sometimes it's that simple, just some kind of document of his medical history. So that way it'll mitigate some of the issues. So it sounded like to me the lawyer was trying to do the right thing. So how'd that work out?
Well, they ended up giving him 10 years.
Oh, Lord, have mercy.
Because they said he said the only deal is, he said, if we take this, there's no bargaining, no plea deals. He said, you have to get the max sentence for all your crimes. Me, not knowing anything about law, I thought, okay, because remember, all I heard was no jail and mental health, he'll have to go to counseling and stuff. And I thought, okay, take it. So now, long story short, from 2023 all the way till January 13th, I lied, January 1st. My son went for a back surgery, my 15-year-old, and the doctor dropped bone fragment on his spinal cord. Okay. And, yeah. So my son's doing very well. My 21-year-old.
The one on bond conditions doing well.
Yes, no criminal. I mean, he attends every appointment. They actually reduced his meetings. Now it's every other week.
Right.
But I lost a little bit of structure in my house because my son was in Madison at the hospital. We were there for 38 days.
Oh, Jesus.
Now here I am with my husband. And
well, is he lined out? Did he have his mental health lined out?
Yes. Okay. It was totally fine. But I was coming and going. And that just took such a toll on my whole family. Like I said, my 15-year-old was paralyzed in the hospital.
Okay.
I lost a little bit of structure.
So how's the young kid with the operation and all that?
Good. He's healed.
Thank God.
He's good.
Yeah, very good.
Yes.
All right.
I don't want to cry.
Well, no, you're good. That's okay.
So it's totally fine. But like I said, I lost a little bit of structure. I would come home at nighttime, just kind of make sure everything's here. The one with the bone surgery, he's my youngest. He's 15. Anyways, so Zach was here. Like I said, Zach's very independent. It's not one of those, where he can't be by himself. I mean, trust me, he's independent.
Right.
But he was sleeping in later, I'd come home and say, Zach, you got to take your pills. He'd wake up, take them at midnight.
So he's not taking his medication?
I'm sorry?
He's not taking his medication?
No, he was just taking it later because I was always kind of giving it to him, and now he's,
Yeah.
But the thing is, he's bipolar.
Well, he needs he needs that medicine regularly, actually, anyway.
So here you go from taking it early in the morning to, hey, this big kind of medical emergency thing happened. And again, but he didn't do anything wrong. Well, because he's been on the same medication now for 2 years. Now, I called his NGI caseworker myself on January 1st. And I said to her, hey, you know what? Can you help me? I can't find a psychiatrist because his regular doctor was just refilling his pills. And I said, can you help me find a psychiatrist? And she said, what's going on? And I said, well, he's more irritable. I said, maybe he's taking too much medicine. I can't find a psychiatrist. That is literally how that phone call went. Again, my son's never missed an appointment, nothing.
Did they violate him?
They violated him.
Oh, no.
Okay.
Is he in prison?
He's in jail right now. He's in jail. And he's been there since,
So you weren't, let me,
hold on.
I'm sorry. So the probation officer, his officer construed you to say that he was being a problem, or did they know that he was taking medication?
Oh, no, they knew he was taking it. So when I talked to her on the phone, I said, I think he needs to get into a psychiatrist and maybe, like I said, his regular doctor.
Well, which is what you should have done because he probably did need an adjustment.
Yes.
Okay, so he's there now. Well, they have to treat him. They have to get him help. So, and he does have a diagnosis. So what's the question here? Tell me what the question is. Are you there? Hello? 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 Ugh. I don't know where she is.
Are you still?
Yeah, I'm still here. Are you there?
Okay, I don't know what the hell happened.
That's okay. So let me ask a question. I'm still here, so I was wondering if maybe I was muted. So he's in jail.
Yes.
Right? And how long has he been in jail?
Since the 13th.
So has he had his hearing yet to check out the violation? So did they find that he violated?
No. Well, that's where we're stuck in this limbo here.
Oh, okay.
They arrested him on he did his self turn in. At first I begged his lady. I said, listen, he didn't do anything. And she said, well, I can't have him in the community. And so I got in an argument with her and I said, I'm sorry, I called you. This is, So she said, you can bring him in or we can come get him. So I took him into the PO against my wishes. But so long story short, he got detained. He was taken in and his court hearing was the 29th.
So during his court hearing, usually on those court hearings, they actually show evidence of the violation. That's generally the way those go.
Well, what happened was they were trying to revoke him. And so I'm calling his caseworker and the jail because, like I said, I'm a mother. I'm throwing a fit. This is not right.
Yeah.
And so finally I called his caseworker on the 22nd. I said, listen, he hasn't called me. I got to talk to him from someone else's phone. He's got a lot of money on his books. I don't know what's going on in there. He's got autism. This is wrong. And I said, should I get an attorney? Will an attorney call me? I mean, what? And she said, well, now this is on the 21st. She said, you could reach out to a public defender. So that's what I did. I reached down to the office. His other personal defender was not representing him, thank God. I got a new one. he called me on the 23rd, and he said, I'm going to see if we can continue this on the 29th. But here's the problem. Your son might sit a little longer. So that's what we did. The 29th, asked for continuance. On the 4th, went to court. The DA, I did a printout of the DA's motion. He said, dismiss this. There is nothing here.
Okay, good.
And he cited the new law. There's a new 2025 law saying you cannot revoke merely on rule violations, even though my son didn't even do that.
Right, right.
Well, the judge was very mad. When I tell you, he that DA. He said he basically asked him, honestly, basically, he asked him, you don't bring that up in my court. How did you just bring that in my court? That's irrelevant. There's no revocation here.
That's the DA saying that?
The DA. Yes, sir. On my granddaughter.
I mean, that's all right. So what's happening right now?
Okay, so for some reason, I'm sitting in the courtroom thinking, okay, my boy's coming home. Thank you, DA. His attorney sat there and said, not a peep. So they
well, the attorney didn't need to say anything. If the DA was doing the heavy lifting, the attorney really didn't need to say anything.
Well, the DA or the attorney, we went in the hallway and he said, I'm embarrassed. He said everything I should have said. And I said, okay, when does my son come home? And he said, because they rescheduled it for the 6th. He said, it's only 2 more days. And I said, for what? He said, well, the judge did not dismiss it yet. And I said, they were already motioning it to dismiss it. He said he didn't.
Well, there has to be evidence. There has to be evidence. So they have to have an evidence. They have to, what I mean is they have to have an evidentiary hearing. So they have to have a hearing and show how he violated. I mean, that's what has to happen.
Well, the next day, I'm not sorry, the next day, 2 more days. So we had on the 4th, DA brought up dismiss. The judge said the new law is ridiculous, and he hopes the attorney general overrules it. It bounds judges from doing what they need to do. It's ridiculous.
Well, it doesn't matter. He still has to follow the law. So where are we at?
That's where I'm stuck at, and that's where I need you. Okay, so I'm hurrying. I'm so sorry.
No, you're
it feels so good. I've been
wanting to get hold of you forever. Okay. You're good.
So now we're on the 6th now. I'm getting dressed. The attorney, my son's attorney, texts me in capital letters, great news. DA is moved to dismissal. And I thought to myself, again, my boy's coming home. On my way to the courthouse, my son calls me and said, we're running late in the jail, Mom. He said, but we'll be there. And I said, Zach, listen to me. Good news, Zach. They're going to dismiss it. You're coming home.
Oh, okay.
And he said, oh, my God. I said, I'll see you at court. So they were late. But anyways, so the attorney said dismissal. And again, the judge told him what he thought of that new law, blah, 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 blah. And he said, I find him dangerous. And the DA said, Judge, he said, there is no danger here. He said, actually, he's been really good in the community conditional release for 25 months. He said, I'll tell you what. He said, I'm going to grant the dismissal against my wishes. He said, but DHS is pushing for a group home. And my heart sank. Okay. I said, what? And the judge said, it told me, be quiet. He yelled at me, be quiet.
Yeah, you're going to get yourself in trouble, so you got to be quiet when you go to court.
Okay, so I go out in the hallway, and the attorney said to me, he said, normally, he said, I don't go sit and talk in the DA's office. He said, that's what I'm going to go do. He said, I've never seen a judge push like this. He told me out of his own mouth, it's because he don't like the new law. He said, there's nothing here. And I said to him, I said, can you read me what they even violated him for? He's never told me. He pulled up his computer and he read me the little paragraph. His NGI worker said that my son is very reluctant to receive services, and my son is very defiant with any of their suggestions, which I would bet my kid's soul to the devil that's not true. My son's never. He's
well, so first thing, hold on, baby. Hold on. So we really don't know, and I know your son, I know he's your son, but now we don't know how he's acting in front of this lady when he meets with her. Right?
No, I'm with every time.
Oh, you're with him every time?
I'm with him every time.
Okay, so let's try to figure out so if we're down to now him having a group home, being in a group home,
Yes.
or being at your home? Is that what we're
Yes.
down to now?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. When is that decision going to be made?
Well, the 7th, I'm sorry, the 19th. The 19th is the court date. And because I talked to his caseworker and I said, listen, he has to get out of there. You're holding him for no reason. Even the DA said in front of the judge, it's very hard. He said it himself. It's very hard to keep this young man detained. He said, when we've got reports from the jail saying that he's doing very well and they have no concerns.
Yeah, but and I'm not. So sometimes the process, you get eat up by the process if you're not. I mean, so this is what's happening to him. He just it's the process
Sure.
that has to take over. So when he goes to the hearing, is his lawyer going to argue that he doesn't need to be detained and he doesn't need the group home? Is that what's going to happen, or are they?
No,
So because
he told me,
if the violation goes away, then there's nothing. He goes back to normal.
Yes. Well, nope. The judge, he said that he didn't call the judge a jerk. He basically said he's being a jerk. He said what he did because I was crying. I couldn't even understand.
So did the judge make a finding that he was a danger already?
No.
Okay.
Nope. And the DA said that to him. He said, you found him not dangerous in 2023. I'm asking you, the court asks you to find him not dangerous again.
Okay.
There's
and the judge said no, set it aside.
Yep. Nope.
So is he going to make a determination at this hearing?
If his caseworker told me and his attorney told me, if basically we fold and don't fight the group home, then he'll be released.
Oh, see. So I don't know what the other option is, right? If the option is jail or group home, I would pick group home.
Yes.
Right. So it's your position's a little better, but if the judge has already made a finding, so I don't know where technically where you're at. If the judge has already made a finding that he's violated, so
see, there's no violation, and that's what even the DA told. I guess the DA went to school with my son's attorney.
Yeah.
He said, we're very good friends. He said, we don't know why this judge is doing this, except for the fact that it's because he don't like the new law and they don't like their power stripped of him.
So what I would say, yeah, and that's true. Judges sometimes get access to grind and whatever. So you and your son may, but that's not, they have to follow, there's got to be some finding that he violated, and there's got to be a finding that he's a danger. You just can't say it. So I don't know why they don't. So if I was your son's lawyer, I'd probably be getting a daggone doctor there to testify and give some kind of testimony.
Well, I asked him. I went into the court thing and I printed out the motion to dismiss from the DA, and you would think that was from a very expensive lawyer. I mean, you would think that he was talking about his own nephew.
Well, I mean, I wouldn't.
He knows that they.
Yeah, but I guess what I'm saying is I wouldn't rely on that motion to dismiss. I would have some facts behind it. I would get some testimony from an expert, or from his treating physician. I don't know how quick you can get that done, but you ought to ask your lawyer or your son's lawyer if he can, if his treating physician can show up and give any kind of testimony stating that he's not a danger. That's really what probably should happen.
Okay.
I mean,
just here's what I wanted to ask you.
Logically, that's the way that case should be.
Well, this is what here's the kicker. This is where I needed you the whole thing, but and you have no idea. I'm most grateful that you probably ever talked to.
Well, that's I'm not done anything yet. I'm just trying to give you some information.
In his little violation thing, remember that said that paragraph? I forgot to put that she put in there that he's reluctant to take his medication.
Right.
And she got that from when I said he's taking them at noon. He never denied them at all, ever. Yeah. Anyways, so that's where she got that little lie.
Right, that's what I figured.
And she had to put that in there to make this revoke stick, which didn't. Okay, so I totally lost where I'm going here.
Well, that's okay.
Okay, so I actually called her and I got in an argument with her about that and said she's a liar and she's wrong and making false. I should not have done that, but I did. So now he's been in jail now since the 13th. And hopefully he'll be released. Like I said, if we fold and don't get tested the group home. What makes me mad is my son takes, I don't know if I can say it on
Well,
here,
just
but
give
he
me an
takes
idea.
like a psychiatric
Yeah, and
medication.
then yeah, but that's not unusual because he's got issues. So that's
Yeah, but he's not gotten it in jail at all. They don't prescribe it.
well, and that happens, unfortunately, that happens a lot where they don't get the medication they need and they don't get the treatment they need. The jail is the worst place in the world. So let me ask you
Sure.
about so if I was putting that case together, I would probably get his doctor, subpoena a doctor, have him come in under subpoena and give testimony. But now, see, that could be dangerous if you don't know if. Again, if I'm the lawyer, I'd want to know what that doctor was going to say because if he took the stand and said, anything that wasn't other than, he's good, he's stable, I don't think there's a problem. Unless you know
Sure,
that unless you know that the doctor's going to say that.
Well, in the beginning, my son was, like I said, he wasn't on medication in 2023. But
Yeah.
since he has been, he's got a very good relationship with Jamie, which is his doctor. Very good.
Well, so it might be too late to do that, but if you're going to concede to the violation, so let's look at that group home. Now, as far as not giving him his medicine, ain't a hell of a lot you can do on that. That happens all the time.
Okay.
I mean, there's
Okay.
probably nothing there other than
Okay.
it's shitty, it's not good.
Right. Right.
So have you checked out this group home?
No, they won't tell me anything. No, they're like they're just trying to bend me up for me.
Well, is there I mean, when you say they've got a group home, that you probably should know where it is or whatever.
Yeah,
I mean,
they said I'll find that out on the court date, which is this
okay.
Thursday.
Well, surely though, I guess what I'm saying is, can you not kind of do some of your own investigating and kind of look
I've
and
looked
see?
everywhere.
Oh,
It's nothing in the
really?
court. I asked the attorney. He said he hasn't heard anything.
Huh.
And he said he might find out as soon as they submit the new plan to the court, which they could do a couple days before the court,
Oh,
and then
so
he'll have access to that.
okay, well, that's okay. I'm just wondering, that might so just as much as I know you probably don't like that, and I'm
Right.
not just an attorney. I've got a lot of experience in mental health issues.
Sure.
A
Okay.
group home might just be the best for him and for you.
Okay.
Um,
Do you know anything about group homes? I mean, are they like
yeah.
jail?
No, no, no. Now he can't leave whenever he wants to, but they're structured activities. They'll make sure he gets his medication.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of them are specially tailored to different types of behavioral issues. So he would probably be of a similar population.
Okay.
Most group homes I know are good alternatives. Particularly, it's a better alternative than jail. So,
Yes, anything's better
and
than
it's
jail.
markedly better than that. And I will tell you, you would probably benefit from that too. I mean,
know.
and I know
It's so funny you said that because I think deep down I just want to admit that.
that's probably well. I would just encourage you to think about that because this undoubtedly you got well, so I'm gonna throw this on you. You got another child there that's younger that needs more of your attention. So I would, you're not like it's not like you're dropping him off. You'll get some visits and stuff. Once he gets down there and gets acclimated, they'll probably give you family time. A lot of these group homes want families to participate. So after he gets in there and gets acclimated, they will probably invite you in for some kind of family time, family therapy. So I would take a
Okay.
breath, get him involved in that and look at it as a good thing. And because you need to be spending time because you understand he's sucking up all the energy that you've got for this younger child.
Yes, that's a fact. That is a
So
fact.
you fought the good fight.
Yes.
He I would put him in that group home and,
Mm-hmm.
let them deal with him, and you can kinda pay attention to your baby there. That's what I would do. Okay?
You know
And
what? I probably needed to hear this more than I could. I mean, just
yeah,
Molly didn't really
because
tell you a lot. You just kind of
well, I'll just
sound
tell
like you know
you,
what you're talking about.
your younger kid will probably you keep doing this, he's not getting any attention, and that might be detrimental to him, and
I know.
he's not gonna have a good relationship with his older sibling because his older sibling is taking away the attention that you should be giving him. So he's an adult, the
Yes.
other one's an adult. Let
Yes.
him be dealt with through that group home situation. It's not the best, but it will give some normalcy to you and your family. I would encourage you to look at that as a net positive and,
Okay.
participate. So let them know that you'd like to participate. Don't
Yes.
don't aggravate the shit out of him. Your son's gonna have to get acclimated, and these places will want to have him, kinda by theirselves to give him a chance to get acclimated to rules and routine before they
Yes.
incorporate you. That's the way
Okay.
that I but let them know you wanna participate, and but you don't wanna be nosy, and, they probably have a way to contact, if not to contact him, but to contact the
Okay.
worker and just get an update.
Okay.
But I would encourage you to do that because your younger son needs you to pay a little more attention. Because this dude's
Yes.
and he's sucking up all the energy, and just don't let that happen.
You know what? You know what? I needed to hear this.
Yeah.
I can't thank you enough. I mean, I can say it a million times. I thought when I lost you in here, I thought, where's that guy? And then I saw him live at Conan.
That's okay.
I
Just,
really thank you. I mean, I do. I
well,
appreciate it.
that's
And
okay. I just trying to give I've got a bunch of different, outlooks on this kinda stuff. Hold on a second, let
sure.
me fix my, uh, this TikTok feed. Close this daggone, puzzle piece on me, and I hate it. So there it goes, I fixed it. So, I would just take a breath, get back to some normalcy, let them deal with it, let the place know that you're willing to participate.
Yes.
And when
Okay.
that happens, you just say, "Hey, I'm here. I wanna participate when it's time," and maybe try to find some way where you can have some get some information. Right now, the first 30 days or so, they're gonna wanna get him situated because it may take him some use to getting the routine and everything, okay?
Got it. You know what?
Well,
Thank you.
alright, baby doll. You take care, and
You too.
let's get it going and just focus on this kid you got at the house and let them know you're gonna help, okay?
Yes. Thank you. Just
Alright,
you have the best night
well,
actually. The
I
best
will.
night
Let's
ever.
let's look at this as a good thing. Alright?
Yes, sir. You
Alright.
got it.
Alright.
Thank you from the
Yes,
bottom of
ma'am.
my heart.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you. You're welcome.
Thank you.
Alright.
All right. Good night.
Yes, ma'am. Oh, see? Boy, you get sucked into the jail system, buddy. Uh, um, yeah, it sucks for her. But, she's a strong lady. She's just in a when you get involved in these situations, and you gotta have somebody to give you a little bit of, clarity, and she's got a young kid that she has to take care of. So, alright, guys, that was cool. Good call. Thank you, David. She's scared. And that's what happens. If you've never been in that kind of situation before, it's frightening. And she got a lot of shit on her plate. She had this operation with her young kid, her daughter's gone. Oh, yeah, it happens a lot. You get these kids, and her son has some medical issues, and the legal system just ain't cut to deal with that. Yeah, yeah, she'll be fine. That's why I think the group home that thank you. A golf a golf clap and a princess way. Yeah, so a group home That's why, I was trying to tell her, get her to understand that this is a good thing, right? Look at it as a positive. He's going somewhere. It's not the best, but it might be the best thing for everybody. What's up, Tyler? Good job. Yep, safe, that's right. Exactly. Yeah, hopefully. Thank you, Karen. Yes, yes, good job. Yeah, 10 years, I don't know about that 10-year sentence, but it's done, so you don't look back. You don't look back, it's done. You can't look back. I mean, it sucks, and it's a goddamn paint on a car. Fix the car. I was getting ready to tell her normally if I was normally gonna say if that case was before me and I was prosecuting it, I'd just say, "Fix the car." Like, just fix the car, cause that dude probably just wanted his damn car fixed. So, it's just and that stuff just snowballs if there's nobody there to really think things through. Uh, that should have been dealt with at the level that if you allow someone to have see, this is the thing. I say this all the time. Someone wants to know if you allow someone to have power of attorney over you, can they put you in a nursing home? No, because you're not talking about a power of attorney. You're talking about a conservatorship, right? If you give someone power of attorney, if you give someone power of attorney, that don't kick in until you become mentally incapacitated. Now, if that person believes that you're mental, they can have you evaluated, and then that power of attorney kicks in. But they can't just all up a sudden have you committed to the nut farm. You give someone power of attorney. Be careful who the hell you're giving it to, right? That question happens all the time. You give someone power of attorney, you talk to someone, it's a trust issue. It only kicks in when you pass away or become mentally incapacitated. That's all. That's all. That's all. They can't up and put you in the booby hatch. No, it doesn't work that way. That's shit you see in the movies. Power of attorney, no. Conservatorship, now if you go batshit crazy, they can get conservatorship over you and stick you in a nursing home or stick you in a booby hatch or a mental health hospital. Power of attorney goes away when you pass, correct, correct. Then the will kicks in or the trust kicks in. I know, Trish, I said that, baby. Yeah, Britney Spears had a conservatorship, right? They took a conservatorship over her because she was nutty. It wasn't a power of attorney. And a power of attorney goes away whenever you pass away or become mentally incapacitated. Well, actually, no, the power of attorney is there for when you're mental. When you pass away, when you pass away, it goes away. Well, they can't just up and put you in a hospital. You'd have to be evaluated and all kinds of stuff. And if you're nutty, then you probably need to have something done with you. It's why you gotta trust somebody. Why would you give power of attorney just to some random ass person? You gotta make sure who you're giving it to. You gotta trust people, right? Trust somebody. Trust people that you give that stuff to. It ain't like you're giving it to some guy down the street. Make sure you trust whoever it is. Yeah. Yeah, I use a little different language. See, that's 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 why you guys that's why you, that's why you gotta tell your friends, guys. Get your share, 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 guys. You ga Yeah, the the, the jails are not equipped for mental health issues. They certainly are not. And if you have someone that has a mental health issue, now you just can't walk up one day because they do something stupid and claim they have a mental health issue. That doesn't work. I prosecuted many times. I prosecuted for 17 years. You don't know how many times when someone got in trouble, their mama or their daddy would come to court and say they had a problem. That shit isn't a get out jail free card. If you know that someone is in your custody or control and they've got a mental health issue, you have an obligation to make sure that that mental health issue is dealt with. Because once the legal system gets hold of them, it is not designed to deal with a mental health problem. So if you have someone living under your roof and they have a mental health problem, the time to deal with it ain't when they commit a damn crime. It's too late. You cannot drag your ass into court and claim they had a problem. You got to get that shit dealt with, get it diagnosed, so that way, if they do have a problem, it can be mitigated somehow. But the time, because you're crazy, just because you're batshit crazy does not mean you get to get out of jail free. It just doesn't mean that. Yeah, I mean, because it's just 'cause someone's batshit crazy doesn't mean they get a get out of jail free card. Hell, we'd all claim we's crazy if that was it, but that's not the way it works. You gotta make sure that shit's dealt with, so that way if something does happen, you're prepared. You don't know how many times when I prosecuted, I had people saying that, and I just say, "Listen, where's the papers?" "Well, we never had diagnosed." Yeah, there's horrible. Yeah, there's a lot of it's bad. I'm a big advocate, and I've said this here, and I'm gonna say it again. I'm a huge advocate I'm a huge advocate of the government bringing back the long-term mental health facilities. It would solve our homeless problem. Uh, and it would help get a lot of the people out of the jails that are mentally ill, because we got a lot of people in jail that are mentally ill due to substance abuse and real organic mental health issues. So I'm a big fan of having facilities the way we used to have them, and lockdown facilities. They get fed, they get clothed, they get medicine, they get treatment. We should be doing that right now. We should be doing that right now. Donald Trump mentioned that not too long ago. We need to be bringing them back. Lockdown facilities, get them off the damn get them out from underneath the bridges, get them out from these homeless camps, lock them down, shoot them up with some Thorazine, right? And, you know, give them some Thor so, yeah, mental illness is horrible. Just, No, you gotta ma hey, someone in the chat wants to DM me about an irrevocable trust. Do not DM me about an irrevocable trust. If you want me to look at that, you have to book a call on that because that's a big deal. An irrevocable trust is a big deal. I can talk to you about it, and I'll tell you what you need to be looking out. Gotta book a damn call, yeah, book a damn call for an irrevocable trust. I can't do that on the fly, there's too much. Some of this other stuff I can deal with on the fly. Been dealing with crazy people my whole damn life. When I was 13, I've been dealing with crazy people. I just have an education in it now. I'm formally trained. I've been dealing with crazy ass people my whole life, so I'm used to it. I have a tolerance for it. What's up, Melissa? Is Bob in here? I didn't hear Bob. Yeah, I feel bad for her, but hopefully she's got some peace, this lady. I forgot her damn name. I don't think I asked her what her name was. What's up, Bob? What's up, Bob? The mental hospitals, if you look at, we used to call them insane asylums and all of that back in the day. They started closing all of these long-term mental health facilities in the middle '70s, and it continued on until about the early '80s. So they were that we used to, and as soon as we started closing them down, our homeless population, the nut farm, the booby hatch, the loony bin, the nut farm, whatever. Take your phrase. Yeah. So they used to do that. The wacky shack. Yeah. The booby hatch, man. Yeah, that's my favorite one, the booby hatch. No, we've had the loony bin. Yep. There's all kinds of colorful names. Yeah, it's unfortunate, guys. Oh my goodness. My goodness. Oh, I wanna see what the temperature's like tomorrow. Uh, yeah, I know, I saw you all. No, 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 no. What happened was, listen, guys, if you look at the history of our mental health issues and the homelessness problem, you can just about damn well target it from when we started deinstitutionalizing the chronically mentally ill. We used to put them in hospitals, long term, chronic mentally ill. If you're living under a bridge and you have nobody that will speak up, you have no family members that want you, you need to be in a facility. I don't give a damn if you don't want it or not. We need to round them up. We need to put them in a facility. So what happened was smart people in Washington thought it would be cheaper to shut down those facilities and do the facilities. those community mental health mentally ill and you have nobody in your life to help you, the community mental health facility isn't worth a shit. So that's why we have homeless problem. We spent all this money on that community mental health organization. They need to take it away, take some of the money from the prison population, and take all of that money that we're given for homeless and stick it in these facilities. There would be plenty of money if you diverted that money and put it back into hospitals. But that's the cause, is they diverted it into these freaking homeless projects and they don't work. They diverted it they diverted it into the community mental health facilities. And if you're chronically mentally ill, those are the worst things for you because you have nobody to help you. So that's the problem. That's where it started. I promise you. I worked in mental health right at the very end when they started deinstitutionalizing these people. And it's been a clusterfuck ever since. A big goat rodeo. No, ever since it's been since the mid 70s. That's where the homeless population grew. And you got these Vietnam vets and these people who they're horrible. Their mental health is horrible. Yeah. So that's where it started. I promise you. Take a look. Do your big statistical data search on the homeless problem. That's where it originated. Yeah, most of the pub crab shack. That's funny. No, cool. It's gonna be up in the 60s tomorrow. Woohoo! Well, I don't know. Someone in the chat wants to know what's the percentage of population that's mentally ill. That's not the issue. I don't know the full population that's mentally ill, but this is what I do know. If you're under a damn bridge, if you've got a tent set up in the middle of the frickin' sidewalk, if you don't have anybody in your life to help take care of you, your ass need to be put away somewhere that will be that and that's way more humane. All these people that talk about and usually you'll hear somebody and I'm surprised I haven't heard it here. "Oh, you can't make them do that." Why not? Why not? Why can't the government make these people get in the hospital? That's a hell of a lot more humane for them than letting them fend for themselves like a damned old dog. It's a whole lot better. That's way more humane. If you really care about the human beings in your community, that's the most humane way to do it. That's the best way to deal with them. Let them stay there until they get better. Let them stay there till they get better, then develop programs where you can transition them out and fix it. They don't gotta stay there, but they gotta stay there until they show that they can be okay on their own. And if they relapse, put the ass back in the facility. It's better. Problem solved. Thank you. You're welcome. You're welcome. That is that is being kind. It's it is not kind to let them sleep on the street, under a bridge, by the river. So, oh, man. Yeah. It does sound like jail. It does sound like jail, but somebody has to take care of these people. Do you know how many people died in New York over this last cold spell? You got that over there in New York City who believes that they should be allowed to have a tent, live on the goddamn street. Do you know how many people died because no one cared enough to get their sorry asses off the street and into a facility? Now, is that humane to let somebody lay on the street and freeze like a popsicle? Is that humane? No, it's not humane. It is not humane. Over 150, I think, 153. 153 people died on the street because these people have some kind our leaders, some of these leaders have this crazy ass thought in their head that that I don't know what they're thinking. They feel like they're being more compassionate. They don't wanna lock them up. They don't wanna put put them away. So, the alternative is let them freeze to death? Let them die of exposure? Is that better? Is that more compassionate? I don't think so. I don't think so. It is not more compassionate. I think 153 had died. No, they're out of those hotels. No, no, they kicked ass out of those hotels. So, come on, Johnny D, what's your issue, buddy? What do you mean what the foundation is? That's the bedrock of our criminal justice system. The government has to prove you're guilty. Come on, Johnny D. What the hell you trying to prove, bud? Oh, I'll be on the road by 10 o'clock tomorrow. I already talked about that landfill. Johnny D is trolling for some kind of answer. Innocent until proven guilty. You are innocent until proven guilty. What do you mean, can I explain the difference between jail? Jails is more of a short term. Oh, on the jail or the landfill, it's a bad idea. I went on a big rant about it's a bad idea, and I feel bad for the people of Pike County in Eastern Kentucky when we stoop so low. Now that to raise money, we're letting people throw their damn garbage in our backyard. That's what I think about it. I think it's a bad idea. But I don't know that there's any other idea to raise revenue. But what it signals to me is that our area here is done. We're done. We are done. I tear them down. Most cities will tear them down. They'll condemn them. No, you cannot say that everybody that's in jail is innocent. Yeah, jails for criminals. You plead guilty, you go to jail, it's a different level. It doesn't matter if no, it's everyone else's garbage. That's the thing, it's outside garbage, it's not just ours, it's outside garbage. No, they have been convicted. You go to jail when you're convicted. You lot of jails, people serving misdemeanor time, and sometimes they're serving felony time. That's not true. There's a lot of convicted people in jail. Prisons are generally for felonies, generally, but there's a lot of people here in this Pike County Detention Center that's got a felony. Well, they can't afford bond. That's tough shit. You know, if they've done something really bad, they actually need to sit in jail. Who's the dickhead in the comment here? Oh God. Ah, somebody get rid of that troll. What's up, Tar Heel? I was busy, Tar Heel. Did you get rid of him, Marianne? Thank you. You know, you wonder why someone would come in generally. That's what happens. Jail is kind of a holding place, misdemeanors, people that are awaiting trial, people that maybe have violated bond conditions, you know. Somebody get this person here too. They're being an ass. Just delete them. I don't have to explain I don't have to explain jack shit to whoever that was. I don't have to explain nothing to you. Nothing. 0. I don't need to explain anything to you or who my kids are or what my son's doing. It's none of your goddamn business. Is that what they wanted to hear? I guess. Oh god. People are so funny. Oh, I will Tar Heel. Yeah. I've been fussing with people all day. I was well, I believe in reform too. So someone in the comments says I believe in reform, not I believe you can do both. I think prison actually is a good place for reform and punishment. That's the way they're designed. So I believe in both. I believe in both reform and punishment. You can do both. But punishment, there's some people that don't need to be drawing the same breath I'm drawing. There are some people that don't need to be walking on the same damn sidewalk as you walk on. There are some people that really don't need to be drawing breath at all. And you got to wrap your mind around that. You got to wrap your mind around that. So, you know, some people. No, I'm not claim Howard, I'm not claiming the right to judge. I'm just saying. I'm not judging. I'm just saying that's fact. Not judging. There are some people that don't be drawing the same breath. Yep. You're right, Howard. I'm judging. Yeah, Howard. I'm judging, Howard. I'm judging, Howard. I'm judging, Howard. You're right. Well, of course it depends on the damn crime. Of course it does. Do you think I'm stupid? Of course it depends on the crime. But there are some people based on their crime don't need to be walking around. And I'm talking about if they were found guilty, they don't need to be walking around. What's up, Judy? Judith. What's up, Judy? Thank you, Judy. Yeah, they closed a lot of those mental institutions back. I mean, that yeah, there's I don't know any. You're right, Howard. I'm not. Thank you very much. I will have a good night. Yeah, Howard, I'm not the creator. You're correct. You are correct, sir. We agree. I don't like Judge Judy at all. No, don't like her. Don't like any of those. Yeah, and they were abandoned. Every now and then you see bad group homes, right? Every now and then you see bad group homes, and there were bad mental health facilities back in the day. And if they opened up mental health facilities, they would be bad. There would be some other bad ones that would pop back up. But you don't throw the baby out with the bathwater. I think on balance, I think on balance, involuntary mental commitment is what we need to be turning to help with the homeless population. Uh-oh, Faith. Faith is in the chat. Uh-oh. Faith is in the chat. I gotta have faith, faith, gotta have faith. Oh, God. Group homes can be similar to rehab. You get treatment, you get food, you're out of the you're out of the Yeah. Yeah, thank you, Anthony. We got a habeas corpus fella in here. I don't know what habeas corpus guy is gonna say, but he said it twice. I don't he probably don't even know what habeas corpus is. Uh, I don't even he probably don't even know what habeas corpus. Johnny, you knew the date. What the hell do you mean? What now? You knew what now. Look it up. Googleize it there. Googleize it there, Johnny D. You seem to have a pretty good grasp on it. I'm all right, guys. Thank you. Just trying to have a little fun tonight. And no shit, Johnny D. Is that what you got? Lincoln was assassinated. Woohoo! Oh, yep, he was. That's fact. That is a fact. Yep. Damn it. No. Oh no, Renee. That sucks, Renee. Yep, yep. What's up, David? Johnny D's got it going on tonight. Oh, yeah, get that damn It's like what they asked Mrs. Lincoln, you know, at halftime. Oh, David, Zoom meetings suck. Man, it makes nothing make you wanna go to sleep any quicker than sit in a Zoom meeting. You could be energized out the ass, and you sit in front of a camera and a computer on a Zoom meeting, and you will fall asleep. Beers, beers, beers. We said this twice. You look it up. Hershey's Old Fashioned Candy. It's got it right there. Look it up. Oh, nothing, David. Yeah. That's the way to do it. Okay, Rob. Oh, God, Johnny, you are boy, where'd you get that? You bought somebody's book, Johnny D. Johnny D, you bought somebody's book off here on TikTok. You got one of those travelers books. You got one of those, what do we call them? No Horbus in Corpus Christi, is there? Yeah, Johnny D, you got one of those damn, traveler kits, so you could be a traveler. One of those, come on, Johnny, help me out. What are they called? You probably know it. Yeah, you bought one. Yeah. You got it, Johnny D. You are knocking it out of the park tonight. Oh. Come on, guys. Let's get some good questions up in here. We've had a good call. We've had some good debate, good questions. Talked about the loony bin. We've hit all the high spots. Not really talked much about Miss Savannah. I think we can kind of forget about Miss Savannah Guthrie's mama, although I do feel bad for her. I promise you I do. But I think we're tired. That case is already screwed up. Nothing could be done. God, I get these floaters in my eyes. What's up, Sandra? Lincoln was assassinated. I don't worry about the election. Come on, guys, let's get some listen, if you all are in here and you like what's going on, you've got to follow. You've got to follow me. Hit that follow button and tell me where you're from. Y'all just scrolling through, you're not following me. We're doing all this stuff here. I'm giving you good content. You gotta hit the follow button. Click the follow button, let me know. John, come on, Lisa, thank you. Hit that follow button, guys. I know, I've had these forever. There is no to ask me what the hardest hit the follow button, guys. Someone asked me, in my opinion, what is the hardest type of law? When you ask the question, "What is hardest type of law?" that presumes that there's an easy type of law. There ain't no easy type of law or no hard type of law. There isn't. It's all the same. There is no easy, there is no hard, it's all difficult. If it was easy, if it was easy, everybody would do it. I'd like to have another history lesson from Johnny D. I want another history lesson. Come on, guys, follow, follow. There is no quick profit. No, if you're looking for quick profit, you're no quick. Dayton, thank you. Oh, I like the history lessons. Come on, K-Rob, let's uh, Johnny D is bringing it with the history. The Titanic sunk in, I think, 1912. I mean, that's just as relevant as Lincoln's assassination, maybe. Come on. What's up, Luke? I think it was 1912. And the swim yes, that's yeah, there you go, Dave. Yeah. Come on, guys. Let's follow me, dag it. Y'all got to follow. I saw Robert Duvall. I couldn't name 2, well, outside of oh, from Buckeye Land. Outside from The Godfather and Apocalypse Now, probably. He was in The Judge. Come on, guys, follow, damn it. Yep, 1912. And was he in Lonesome Dove? And you know what else happened in 1912? What else? A ballpark opened. The Judge was very good. Thank you, guys. Guys, y'all gots to follow me. You gots to follow. I think it was I think it was Boston. Boston, Fenway Park, I think, opened. Or Yankee Stadium. It was Fenway, I think, opened. Yep, Fenway. No, Fenway opened the same year that the Titanic sunk. I kinda knew that. I love trivia. I love it. I read. Oh, man, I've got about 20 videos to edit.
And I have a very important.
I think the oldest ballpark in use might be Wrigley. I think it was built before Fenway. There's only 2 really old ones. I think those are the, 2 oldest. I love horse Oh, 1968 in Alabama? No, I don't know. Coach Bear Bryant? I don't know. I I don't think the Cubs will ever leave Wrigley. I cannot imagine that. I just cannot imagine that. Yeah, I thought Wrigley was the old. Come on with the Titanic jokes. Oh, what's, there's a bunch of Titanic stuff I probably can't say here, but I get in trouble. I love Joe Namath. Joe Willie was my favorite. I love Joe Willie. He was so cool. When I was a young boy, I just loved him. He was so cool. And he's cool now, man. Listen to him talk. I like him. I'm a big Joe Namath fan. Now, he was a subpar quarterback. His stats are not worthy of the Hall of Fame, but, he was cool. He was smoking, man, with that full length mink coat, the white shoes, and it was cool. My favorite sports movie, that's a good question. I've got a couple. Most of my sports movies are so I can give them. Oh, the pantyhose, yeah. The egg, wasn't it the egg that was the one with in the egg? My, um which one was in the egg? That was the one he promoted. Yeah. So, if I had to tell you my favorite sports movie, it would be probably I loved Bull Durham. I love Bull Durham. Most of mine are most of my movies are baseball movies. My favorite ones are baseball. I like the football movie with, Gale Sayers, Brian Piccolo. Brian's song was one. Major League was great. Um, and, Field of Dreams. If I had to pick my top 3, Major League, Field of Dreams, uh, Brian's song, probably my favorites. Caddyshack, no, no, it was okay, but it's not one of my favorites. I didn't Bad News yeah. Sandlot was a good one, a very good one, yeah. But I I loved Kevin Costner in his baseball movies. Nobody nobody makes a baseball movie like Kevin Costner, but very good. Rocky. I know Brian's song was based on a true story. Yeah, I knew Brian's song, so that's my favorite. I got a handful of 'em. I didn't no. I liked, Tin Cup. It was a sports movie. I liked Tin Cup. It was a good movie. I think Tin Cup had Cheech Marin in it too. That was a good one. It was a rom-com. Come on, guys. I'm I didn't like Rudy. Yeah, Space Jam. No. Space Jam is not a sports movie. No. Uh-uh. No, no, no. Hoosiers was good. Hoosiers was good. Happy Gilmore was funny. Yeah. But it not my favorite movie. Like, when I sit down, watch a movie, to me, for a movie to be my favorite, when I watch it, I have to see something different. And there's a few movies, if you watch when you watch them over and over, you pick up something a little different. And so that to me is a good movie. If you can watch it a second and a third time and really get something from it. Moneyball was good, but it's a one-shot wonder, right? You watch it one time, you're done. Field of Dreams was excellent. If I had to pick if I had to pick my all-time favorite sports movie, it would be, um, Field of Dreams. It was very good. The story was great, actors were good. Moneyball. It was, to me, one of those movies you watch once and alright, guys. Oh, Lou Gehrig. I forgot about Lou Gehrig's story. Good, good. Well, the movie wasn't very good, but it was a compelling, you know, he was a compelling figure. Lou Gehrig was the GOAT back in the day. He was the GOAT. Of course, then you have Cal Ripken, but Sandlot was very good. Blindside. No, not that chick movie. Oh, no. With t t what is that movie with, Madonna and Tom Hanks? No, that movie sucked. It yeah, it was that mo A League of Their Own. Yeah.